When I was starting my career, I grew up watching two legends and they were at their best. Number one is Steve Jobs. Number two is Jeff Bezos. Steve Jobs always talk about passion. And Jeff Bezos, this is a line who really was a life-changing line for me. The line was, you can have a job and then you can turn that to a career. If you don't, then you will have a mediocre life. And if you don't want to have a mediocre life, the goal should be you turn your job into a career and find your passion, and then you become so good into it that you will find the fulfillment of your life. That really get me thinking. Back that time, I was having a job in software engineer. So I was thinking about, okay, so what would be my career look like? So I set up a goal of myself. I want to be chief of information technology. So back that time, it is a IT director or chief information officer. So that's the goal I set it up for myself, that I want to be in the top of the chain in my career. So I need to turn this job into a career. And that time I was really lucky to find 3 insights, which was a really great help for me and it helped me to find this beacon, find my way to build my career, and which I'm going to share with you right now. In average, only 30 to 40% executive become a manager after having 10 to 15 year experience. That was the first statistics. The second statistics is this. 10 to 20% manager move to become a director after having 10 to 15 years of experience. And here's the last bit. Only 10 to 50% director go to the C-suite level executive after having 15 to 25 years of experience. So after looking at these statistics, it really get me thinking, wow, we get 2 big chunks here. Number one, very small amount of executive actually moving from executive to C-suite level. It's more the higher the level, the less percent is actually making it through. The second thing is about it takes a really long time. So now, the second insights, which really make me even understand what should be my motivator to tie this one forward, is this one. Normally, a manager's salary is almost 3 to 4x more compared to executive. A director's salary is almost 10 to 15x compared to an executive. And C-suite level salary is around 15 to 25x compared to an executive. So that means it's all the well-paid rewards is on the top. So the goal is about we gotta get into the top. So that get me thinking, how can I do that? How can I get in the top C-suite level? And how can I get there fast? So I started to reflect myself. So I reflect myself and I find out a very important insight which really helped me from my own journey. So I realized that that since high school, in school, I was always being a leader in the class. I was only being a leader in the sport team, in sports, or even in the activity, in the social activity. I was always been a leader. And then what happened? I went to the university and I was not being a leader. I realized this one, why I was not being a leader there much. I was doing some small leaderships in some team, sports, this kinds of stuff, but I was not leading the class yet. And why I did not took those leadership thing? And that get me thinking this one. Leadership is all about doing some specific traits. That is the thing. And has to show some specific actions and behavior. And those are the behavior. I had the traits, but those are the behavior and action I was not showing in the university. And that get me thinking this one, oh, there's no one told me those are the activities, those are the actions, and those are behaviors I have to present. And if I would do that, I would be leader in university too. That was a big aha moment for me. And there's one insight which really inspired me again is this one. Everybody does not born with leadership trait. But everybody can be trained to acquire those actions and behaviors so they can be a great leader as well. So that means I am on the right road and I just need to recognize it and equip myself on this old behavior. I need to educate myself all these actions and I can be a great leader. And I can be a great leader and I can move forward and achieve a career objective. That gave me a very clear picture in my mind, that one. That means it's all about acquiring those actions and train myself on this behavior and I can put it all together. I could be a great leader. I left my country after working in an R&D center building LED TV and cell phone. And then I became a manager in a foreign country at the age of 23. I became a senior manager at the age of 25. And I became the director or head of the department, and I was leading 150 people at the age of 29. At the same time, I also founded a non-profit organization where I was leading around 300 to 400 people as well too. I'm flexing all this number to make a point with you is this. The first point is about, should you become a leader? My point is, everybody should become not just a leader, but a great leader. But when you become a great leader, that will really help you to fulfill your career objective. And not just only career objective, it's also help you to achieve your financial achievement too as well. And on the top of thing that's really matters for me is about, I realized, it's about working with people is fun. Working alone, it could be good, but it could be a lot more amazing when you're working with people. But you need to have one thing, it's called leadership ability. And the second point is about, industry is in need of great and good and all transformative leaders. So if you equip yourself with this leadership ability, you will be always be highly in demand in industry to thrive forward. And every company will looking for you and will help you and want to onboard you and want to reward you with the bigger and bigger missions and also rewards. So then now let's talk about how. How did I move from one level to another level with significantly shorter period of time? I reflect myself, how did I really do that? And that, the thing I want to share with you right now. In this role, I was in constant quest to find out the ability and the skill set to equip myself so I can drive great level of productivity and effectiveness in me and also overall my team. So as a team, I can create a breakthrough result for the company. And that's exactly what the company is always looking for and is looking for and will be looking for forever, is to create a breakthrough inside the company. And that's started with that leadership ability of driving people. So now, how do I get all those leadership ability? So I was taking hundreds of online courses. Back the time, there was a bunch of platforms where I could learn a lot of online courses. That gave me the starting. I was getting mentors, and I was also working with people where I can learn from. I would join different social activity. Like I say, I found a non-profits. That's one of the best things that reward me back is about building my big capability. So where there is no authority, it's all about building influence and driving result forward and getting people to put together and making an impact. Whenever I hear about this statement like, oh, toxic culture, I don't feel appreciated. I don't feel valued. I don't want to work in the team. I don't like my manager. I don't know what I'm doing. What is my objective of this year? I not care about it too. I have not properly evaluated my performance. When I hear all these things, it leads back to one thing. The leader of the team doesn't have the expertise in leadership. So it's a typical expertise gap of the team leader that's created the whole atmosphere inside the team. To become successful in our career, we need to get one of those three highly scalable skills. Number one is how to build. Number two, how to settle. Number three is about how to lead. If any one of us is really good at one of the skills, we can be highly successful in our professional life. So how to lead matters a lot because leadership is so scalable skill that one, it can make a huge impact. Like we can lead a team of 1 wings ourselves. We can team a lead of 5. We can team a lead of 10. We can team a team of 50. We can lead a team of 100. We can lead a team of thousands. So what was it really needs? When we're leading a team of 1,000 people, means we are copying our own ability, produce outcome to another 1,000 people. And that means we 1,000x our value creating and delivering our company or the customer of our company. And that is the game. That's exactly the reason leader always get paid 20x compared to an executive, because they have created 100x, 500x of 1000x of their own value to their team. And that is all about leadership, which all ties back to value creation. So that means when somebody is a people manager, that is a real leadership activity, because that's why we can 1000x our value creation. So it's all point to one thing. Leadership is all about creating, multiplying our value creation ability for company and bringing that value to the customer of the company. I've been sharing this formula, approach, applications to all the world-renowned companies like AIA, Mark, Siemens, INSEE, KWE, Brook, Intercontinental, Hitachi, AI, and so on since 2020. And my objective is all about empowering those managers, director, and C-suite level executives to equip them with the right mindset, tools, and leadership abilities so they can create business breakthrough for their company. For my own learning journey, and I'm continuously learning right now as well too, there are 2 fundamental factors matters a lot when it comes to learning. So the first one is about learning need to be fun. It has to be proper conversation and easily to be digested. Because without fun, we don't want to do it. And we kind of walk around it and we kind of walk away from it. So that's why everything I'm going to train in my team and coach in my team is all about how do we add that fun factor into it. So that's the first thing. Number 2 is about, work life. We're always going to get stress, pressure, external factor, run out of time. And that's why the skill often not get implemented, because all those external factor put us away from actually implementing those skill. So the matter is about we need to turn all the skill inside of our behavior. Because when we do that, that is a game changer. Means it becomes an autopilot inside of us. So that means whenever it happens, in any situations, we just show our behavior because that's what we are, because that becomes our identity right now. And that is a factor. So I will be significantly focusing with you in the program is about helping you to identify how to turn your skill into your behavior. And I will be talking about those behavior factor as well too. This program is going to multiply your present level of leadership ability, and will be able to create multiple X ability of outcome for your business and your customer by capitalizing your leadership ability. And through that aspect, you will be able to create breakthrough impact for your company as well too. And I want you to have that skill, because when you have it, you will become one of the best, which you really do. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started right now.